Hey everybody, it's Dave, and today is Sunday, January 21st. I'm here to tell you about week 3 of the semester, which is crazy to think about. It's already week 3. This week, compared to the others, is really one of the important weeks of the semester, simply because the material that we cover is so important. The Renaissance in Italy during the 1400s basically provides the technological foundation for art for the next 400 years. So you're going to learn about things such as linear perspective and the idea of the interpretation of space. It's really, really important. So give yourself plenty of time this week to cover all the material that's present. When you go to the Moodle site, you're going to notice as I bring it up here, hold on, let me move things over on my computer. It's going to be chapter 16. So we're actually skipping over chapter 15 for right now, which deals with Northern Europe. The Renaissance, to me, needs to be taught in Italy. We're going to cover the 1300s, 1400s, 1500s together. Then we'll deal with Northern Europe. We've got the chapter, I've got it broken down into 3 videos for you to watch. Each about 20 minutes long. And then there's also a link to a movie. It's actually part of a mini-series that PBS put out about 10 years ago called The Medici, which is one of the ruling families of Florence during the Renaissance. It's called The Medici, Godfathers of the Renaissance. And it talks specifically with how the dome of the Florence Cathedral was built. It talks about this guy Brunelleschi. It talks about Masaccio. It talks about Donatello, some of the most important figures that we covered during the 1400s. So it is very much worth the watch. We are going to not really be quizzed on this material this week, but it serves as the basis for quizzes further down the road. So it's really important that you do go through this material, as I've said before. Now, the quiz this week is actually a workshop, or a worksheet rather, and that deals with art historians. We like to compare and contrast artworks to further define them, and what I've done is I've taken an artwork from the first chapter we covered with an artwork from this chapter, so you can just see in 100 years how different these artworks are. So what you're going to do is you're going to download the Quiz 2 worksheet. You're going to fill it out. You can either type into the Word document, which is what most people do, and send it back to me. That's totally awesome. Or you can write down directly onto the spaces. If you print it out, you can write directly onto the worksheet, scan it, put it into a PDF file, and send it back to me. That's fine too. But fill it out as best as you can. There's a couple of the questions in there on the worksheet that may seem a little confusing, but they're really not meant to be. When you're done with the worksheet, you're going to click the Quiz 2 assignment button, and you're going to upload the quiz, send it to me, and then I'll get to grading them. Again, please don't wait until Sunday afternoon to start on this project. You will not have enough time. The videos themselves you're going to be watching, 1 hour for my videos, 1 hour for the movie. You're going to have to work probably an hour or 2 on the worksheet. And so you're going to want to set that time aside. You don't want to ruin Sunday afternoon. And plus, when you send these worksheets to me during the week periodically, I can get them turned around and graded real quick. When I get 40 of them on Sunday afternoon, all of a sudden a logjam is created, and it takes me a week to get through them all. So please make sure, again, you start on this project early. And I think that's about all the information I have. I'm just checking my other sheet here. Quiz 1 closes about 5 minutes before midnight, Sunday night. I noticed a lot of you have already done it, so thank you very much for doing that. And yeah, that's all we have. You'll notice also week 4, if you want to scroll down to that, I've already uploaded the material you need to do the perspective project. And the perspective project is talked about a little bit more in length during the lectures of this week, because it is all about linear perspective. And again, that's one of the basis for art, or the development of art during this time period, and it goes all the way until the 1800s. So with that, hope you guys have a good weekend, and I'll see you next Sunday.